safety in working with heavy-duty vehicles. Each year within the construction industry, people die as a result of being struck by heavy-duty vehicles. In addition, there are hundreds of preventable accidents and injuries. This not only affects the lives of workers but can also result in material damage. Accidents occur throughout the construction process, from groundworks to finishing works. Managers, workers, visitors to sites, and members of the public can all be at risk if construction vehicle activities are not properly managed and controlled. This chapter considers methods of eliminating hazards and controlling risks that arise from the use of heavy-duty vehicles in the construction industry, including lorries, low loaders, earth-moving machinery, tractors, lift trucks, etc. The majority of construction transport accidents result from the inadequate segregation of pedestrians and vehicles. This can usually be avoided by careful planning, particularly at the design stage, and by controlling vehicle operations during construction work. Inadequate planning and control is the root cause of many construction vehicle accidents, which often involve vehicles or their loads striking people, especially when reversing. Vehicles striking obstructions, manufacturers' instructions for safe use being disregarded, inadequate training of drivers and signalers, unsafe loading and transportation of materials on vehicles. Successful management of construction vehicle activities is based on the provision and maintenance of safe workplaces, safe vehicles, safe drivers, and safe work practices. Risk assessment is an essential part of effective health and safety management and involves the following stages: identify the hazards, decide who might be harmed and how, evaluate the risks and decide on precautions, record the findings and implement them, review the risk assessment and update if necessary. Regarding the establishment of a safe workplace for vehicle operations, the overall message is simple. Safe workplaces are achieved by separating pedestrians and vehicles and providing hazard-free traffic routes. This is achieved by establishing pedestrian-only areas from which vehicles are completely excluded, safe designated pedestrian routes to work locations, vehicle-only areas, especially where space is limited or traffic is heavy, safe vehicle routes around the site. Work on site should be planned to minimize vehicle movements and to avoid unnecessary deliveries and the double handling of materials on site. The location of loading and storage areas needs to be carefully considered. Where there is little on-site storage space, off-site storage areas may be required for the temporary storage of materials. Loading and storage areas should be located away from pedestrian-only areas and main pedestrian routes. Exclude pedestrians so far as reasonably practicable. Have one-way systems and safe exit points. Have sufficient room for vehicle movements. Have adequate fixed lighting, signs, and appropriate visibility aids for drivers, e.g. convex mirrors positioned on corners. The design of some vehicles presents hazards, such as restricted visibility and lack of driver protection, from the effects of overturning, noise and vibration. Choosing the right vehicle for the job is an essential part of effective vehicle management. The vehicle selected needs to be capable of performing its designated tasks safely. The following are important factors to consider: stability under all foreseeable operating conditions, safe access to and from the cab and other working locations on the vehicle, effective braking systems, adequate visibility for the driver all around the vehicle, headlights, a horn, windscreen wipers and warning devices, e.g. reversing alarms, physical guards to protect dangerous parts such as power takeoff shafts, chain drives, trapping points and exposed exhaust pipes, protection for the driver from work hazards, e.g. working at height and falling from the vehicle, falling objects and the effects of the vehicle overturning, protection for the driver from the weather, noise, vibration, noxious fumes and dusts. Construction vehicles work in harsh environments and require effective maintenance regimes to avoid them developing defects. A program of daily visual checks. Regular inspections and servicing schedules should be established according to the manufacturer's instructions and the risks associated with the use of each vehicle. Vehicles should have a maintenance log to help manage and record vehicle maintenance operations. Employers should establish procedures designed to encourage drivers to report defects or problems, and ensure that problems with vehicles are put right. Planned inspection and maintenance needs to follow manufacturer's instructions and include, where appropriate, braking systems, seat belts, tires, including condition and pressures, steering, convex mirrors and other visibility aids, lights and indicators, safety devices such as interlocks, warning signals, windscreen washers and wipers, firefighting equipment, condition of cab protection devices, functional checks on the vehicle, including controls and starting systems, correct location of guards and panels on the vehicle. Vehicle reversing operations cause a major share of all fatal transport accidents in the construction industry. The most effective way of managing the risks from reversing is to avoid the need for reversing maneuvers by providing one-way systems, turning areas and drive-through loading and unloading areas. Vehicles required to reverse on-site should provide adequate visibility around the vehicle for the driver to ensure safety. Safe systems of work need to be devised and followed for all reversing operations, particularly when signalers are used to control third-party risks or assist in the accurate positioning of the vehicle. Warning systems offer the lowest level of protection in the hierarchy and, if they are the only precaution used, are only appropriate for low-risk situations. Heavy-duty vehicles should be loaded and unloaded at level ground, in areas away from passing traffic, pedestrians and overhead hazards, e.g. bridges, pipelines, or electrical cables. Loads need to be of suitable height and width for the vehicle and road conditions on site. Secure to prevent movement, evenly loaded and distributed to keep the center of gravity as low as possible and to prevent stresses on vehicle structures. Positioned on vehicles and transported so that they do not adversely affect vehicle stability, indicated by a warning flag or sign in cases when they project out from the body of the vehicle. Checked to ensure they will not fall uncontrollably when restraints are removed during unloading. Many accidents are the result of untrained or inexperienced workers driving construction vehicles. All drivers must be competent to perform the work they are given. Driver competence may be judged on the basis of experience, recognized training and testing of knowledge and ability. Certificates of training from recognized training schemes help demonstrate competence. Driver training records should be kept up to date.